And welcome back to Breaking the Image. And of course, you know me, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to check out this old bridge in the video series entitled This Old Valley. And I mean, what more can I say? Just look at it. It's just so rustic, so much so from a bygone era that it's just beautiful. It reminds me of a time when people built things more as a community, more for practical reasons. I mean, we don't need like a million parking spaces. We don't need a million fast food places. We don't need a million donut shops or another shopping mall. I mean, look at these people, they built bridges, to get from one side of the creek to the other. Very practical, very realistic. They planted farms, they built storehouses. I mean, real life things to be self-sustaining. Not just building up corporate monopoly America, but building things that empowered themselves. Like this bridge, there was no, there was no corruption or money laundering or big business behind this bridge. It was simple, it was practical, it was needed, and it served a purpose. It served a real purpose. Building things like more restaurants, more fast food, more shopping malls, it only decreases your independence. It makes you more dependent on the system and the corporations that have a monopoly on your life. And it's just absurd. Things like this were built with honesty and integrity. And now, that's my little sermon on this bridge, but I just kind of wanted to show you this cool part about it. The cool part about this bridge is that it has been here so long and abandoned for so long that nature has actually started to take it over as its own. See, it's so pure that the earth accepts it as one of its own. As you could see, dirt and grass have begun to grow over it, and trees are growing on the bridge. Moss has started to take over the sides, and it has just like the old railroad bridge, it has become and is becoming one with its environment. Because it's simple, it's just stone. It's just stone and wood, just like the earth is stone and wood. So very cool. I've been meaning to come to this bridge and check it out, and now I have. And it was definitely worth the walk, because I had to walk a little bit upstream to get here, because there's no real way of getting here. And look at this big sewer pipe. This big metal sewer pipe that just comes along the side here. And then we're right off the highway here, as you can see, cars going by. Not a highway, but a road. And down there, you see the new bridge. Looks a little different, doesn't exactly... I mean, I wouldn't feature that bridge in my video, because it doesn't have this... I mean, there's a great example. Look at this bridge. Very bland, very plain, almost something you would see in a jail cell. And then look at this bridge. Look at the character difference. There you have kind of, oh, you're a prisoner, this is, how it is. And then look at this. This one says you have value, you have pride. Just this bridge has so much more character. Because look at the point. How this comes to like a point here. And look at the time, look at this over here. Almost like a staircase banister, like you're at home. And then the indentation of a rectangle, and then the base, it's very homey. It's very welcoming. It makes you feel like you have worth. And then the other one is just like, So, architecture does speak. It does have meaning to it. And those who build it now, and those who have built it back when this was built, knew that. That's why many of the buildings built today are built the way they are and look the way they are, because they're not supposed to make you feel empowered. They're not supposed to make you feel at home, like this is your land. Things like this were built to make you feel those things. And that's the difference. That's the lesson today, is architecture speaks volumes for where we are at and where we have been. And just in closing, show you the water kind of going under the bridge there. Very cool. Now when the creek is a little lower, I know people like to walk up the creek. Right there it looks like the rapids are pretty strong, but it'd be cool to get a shot from under it one day when I have some high boots on. Right now I just got some regular kind of outdoor shoes on. But one day I'll get an undershot of that. I'll go stomping up the creek one day for a documentary. But very cool little rustic old bridge. And this again is Breaking the Image, bringing you the sights and history of northeastern Pennsylvania like no one else has or will. Until next time, so long.